Hello there, welcome to Standard Voice Television News Channel. I'm Svtv. Here are your top stories for today. The police in Zamfara State continues inauguration of local government community policing in the state. Today is International Day Against Drug Abuse. The APC-NEC dissolves its NWC set-up caretaker committee. On business, the World Bank has urged Nigerians to brace for the worst recession since the 1980s. And on the international scene, Nigerians in Indonesia decried their treatment in the country. Now the news in details. The inauguration of Local Government Community Policing Advisory Committee continued in Maradun and Bungur local government areas. The 32 and 15-men committee were inaugurated by the Commissioner of Police, CP Usman Nogogo, at the palaces of Emir of Maradun, Alhaji Garba Muhammad Tambari, and Emir of Bungudu, Alhaji Hassan Atahiru. The ceremonies were attended by the local government chairman, traditional rulers, and other critical stakeholders. While inaugurating the committee, the Commissioner of Police reiterates that the idea of community policing was to complement the security agents operating in their areas, as they cannot cover all nooks and crannies of the state. He enjoined them to have fear of Allah and uphold the trust reposed on them. In his response, the Emir of Maradun thanks the IGP for giving them a role in the policing of their areas, and the Emir of Bungudu pledged his emirate support and cooperation to ensure the success of the initiative. Members of the Commissioner's entourage include the State Director of Security, Commandant Civil Defense, Commanding Officer 42 and 47 PMF squadrons, other senior police officers among others. The Zamfara State chapter of the APC has declared the demolition of 2 multi-million naira shopping plazas belonging to its member in Talata Mafra town. The State Urban and Regional Planning Board, ZUREP, had last week demolished a shopping plazas. The plazas belonged to Alhaji Hayayari, a biological brother of former Governor Abdulaziz Yari, and an APC chieftain, Alhaji Bello Dogo, in Talata Mafra town. The APC state chairman, Alhaji Lawal Liman, in a statement, described the action as a politically motivated witch hunt. Alhaji Lawal Liman accused ZUREP for compromising laws and ethics that establish to its partisan politics. The PDP-led government is using government machineries to threaten and witch hunt APC members due to political differences and described the action as undemocratic. The manager of Standard Voice Television, Samira Ibrahim, celebrated her birthday yesterday. The date also coincided with the birthday of her sister, Rafi Ibrahim, who is also the personal assistant to the chairman and chief executive officer of the television station. Samira Ibrahim is now 26 years old, while Rafia is 20 years old. Already many families, friends, and school societies have sent her their goodwill messages. Over now to the celebrant for the details on the celebration.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday,
On behalf of the entire staff of Standard Voice Television, I hereby congratulate the manager of the station, Samina Ibrahim Yusra, and Rafia, on your birthday, 26th birthday and 20th birthday. I wish you fulfilled life with a lot of accomplishment. I wish you many years. Thank you very much.
Confusion and uncertainty still exist in Zamfara APC following a leaked audio clip of the former governor, Senator Ahmad Sani Yariman Bakura, on his alleged secret plan to conspire with the PDP during the upcoming by-election of the State House of Assembly in his hometown local government, Bakura. The former governor, in a conversation with One Nura, said that The incumbent Governor Bello Matawalle of the PDP has called him to solicit for his consent to allow his biological son, Ahmad Sani Yarima, to contest in the position under APC with the agreement that the PDP candidate will be forced to step down for him before the election. The former governor was accused by the All Progressive Congress in the state of masterminding the total loss of the party during the 2019 general election. In a sharp reaction, the former Commissioner of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, who is also a stakeholder of the party in Zamfara State and a native of Bakura Local Government Area, Alhaji Bello Dankande Gamji, said APC has never met to take any decision in respect of the candidate that will represent the party during the upcoming by-election. He said the party is waiting for its headquarters in the state to decide on what's to be done. According to the former commissioner, the leaked audio has exposed how the former governor masterminded the crisis that led to the failure of the party in the state during the 2019 general election. However, Junaidu Dosara, spokesman to former governor Ahmad Sani Yarima, disputed the claim in the audio clip, denying that it wasn't the voice of the former governor Sani Yarima, but an attempt by mischief makers to dent the reputation of Senator Ahmad Sani Yarima Bakura. He told our correspondent Dairu Samaila Mafara in a telephone interview that the leaked audio was done by some people who are against the former governor's progress, saying there has never been a time when the former governor spoke with anyone concerning the issue of Bakura by-election. The theme of this year's International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking, Better Knowledge for Better Care. The International Day Against Drug Abuse is aimed at improving an understanding of the drug problem. The World Health Organization encouraged individuals, non-profit organizations, the private sector, and member states to get involved in its social media campaign to mark the day and invite them to draw on the resources provided in social media campaign package to get a drug-free society. Now over to our correspondent who had an interview with the state officer of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency on the significance of the International Day Against Drug Abuse.
For the world to know the dangers inherent in drug abuse, the prevalence of drug abuse and trafficking, because of the United Nations, for a need for all member nations to establish drug agency that will help in the curtail of drug abuse and trafficking worldwide.
The Adams Oshomole-led National Working Committee (NWC) of the All Progressive Congress (APC) has been dissolved. Mr. Bashir Ahmad, the personal assistant PA to the President on New Media, confirmed the dissolution of the National Working Committee (NWC) on his Twitter handle. Following the recommendation to President Muhammadu Buhari, the National Working Committee (NWC) of the APC has been dissolved. Mai Malabuni, Governor of Yobe State, was named Chairman, Caretaker, Extraordinary Convention Committee. He was immediately sworn in by Abakar Malami, Attorney General of the Federation. Pastor Osagi Eze Iyamu will be representing the All Progressive Congress in the Edo State governorship election. The final decision was reached during Thursday NEC meeting of the APC at the State House, Abuja. President Muhammadu Buhari presided over the meeting, and NEC affirmed Eze Inyamu's emergence as the party's candidate. The NEC further directed the immediate submission of his name to INEC in compliance with electoral guidelines. Another grand decision, the NEC has also directed all party members and stakeholders to withdraw all ongoing litigations, court cases, and be united in improving the party. Over now to our correspondent, Ibrahim Dusara.
Benin City, the Edo State capital, is today filled up with mixed grill feelings, or what we call melting pot feelings, following the election of flag bearers for both strongest political parties in Edo State, that is the APC and the PDP. This morning, the PDP elected into the position of flag bearer of the present governor Obaseki as the person to contest for governorship election under the PDP come the September election in Edo State. You may recall that yesterday, being Thursday, the NEC met in Abuja and confirmed the election of Pastor Eze Iyamu as the flag bearer for the party in the September governorship Edo election. So with these two elections now put the people into dilemma. There are many who were very happy and others who are very sad following the development in the two political parties. Some people were seen jubilating, others were seen showing their disappointment and discontentment of the happenings in Edo State politics. It may be recalled that following the disagreement between Adams Oshomole and Obaseki, the current governor of Edo State, led the governor to move to the PDP, seeking for re-election as the person to contest for the governorship election under the PDP in the state. And that happened, and the PDP constituted a committee under the chairmanship of 3 governors and 2 senators to conduct the primaries, which saw the success of Obaseki as the flag bearer of the PDP in the Edo September elections. Edo State Governor Obaseki emerged as the winner in the primaries, and others who contested with him also stepped down for him, which gave him more successes. A total of 2,200 candidates were accredited during the primaries, and out of them, Obaseki scored 2,090, while others became invalid, while the APC National Executive Committee yesterday, Thursday, confirmed Pastor Osage Eze Iyamu as its candidate in the Edo September election. So with this, made the people of Edo State to be in the mixed grill feeling or melting pot feelings, where some are happy, others are not, some are confused, and others are in dilemma. I am Ibrahim Dosara for SVTV News.
The police have lifted the blockage on the National Secretariat of the All Progressive Congress. This followed the NEC meeting of the party, presided over by Muhammadu Buhari, dissolved the party's National Working Committee. The newly appointed chairman of the APC Caretaker Committee and Convention Planning Committee, Maimala Buni, had a brief stopover at the Secretariat to exchange pleasantries with members of staff, most of whom were his colleagues when he served as APC National Secretary before he was elected Governor of Yobe State in 2019. The All Progressive Congress APC has released names of members of Caretakers Committee and Extraordinary Convention Planning Committee, with Maimala Buni, Governor of Yobe State, as chairman. Other members are Isaika Oyetola, Governor Osun State, Kim Nanami, Stella Okerete, Women Representative. Others are Governor Bello Sani of Niger State, Dr. James Lalu representing the physically challenged, Senator Abubakar Yusuf, Senate Representatives, Akinyemi Olaide representing reps. The rest are David Leon, South-South, Abba Ari, Northwest, Prof. Tahir Mamman, Northeast, Ismail Ahmad representing South, and Senator Akpan Udoedehi to serve as Secretary. Giving details of the ex-governor Ajimobi's death, the Lagos State Commissioner of Health, Prof. Akin Abayomi, said he died from multiple organ failure. Prof. Abayemi explained the multi-organ failure was caused by complications from COVID-19, earlier contracted by the immediate past Oyo State Governor. Late Ajimobi later tested negative for COVID-19, but the illness has caused his health to deteriorate. The former governor was hospitalized at First Cardiologist and Cardiovascular Consultant Hospital, Lagos, on June 2, 2020. He was reported to have been on a life support before giving up the ghost on Thursday at age 70. Meanwhile, the governor of Kano State, Dr. Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, has described the death of the former governor of Oyo State, Abiola Ajimobi, as not only shocking but devastating to the nation. Governor Ganduje said Ajimobi's death came calling when he's needed the most. The Kano State Governor said the deceased was undoubtedly a detribalized leader and a pillar of national development. On business, according to the Global Bank, the twin calamities of collapse in the oil price and COVID-19 pandemic are expected to plunge the economy into a severe economic recession. The World Bank, in its World Bank Nigerian Development Update (NDU) report entitled Nigeria in Terms of COVID-19, Laying Foundations for a Strong Recovery, predicted that the country's economy would likely contract by 3.2% in the year. This is based on the assumption that the spread of COVID-19 in Nigeria is contained by the third quarter of 2020. The World Bank also warned that if the spread of the virus becomes more severe, the economy will contract further. It would be recalled that before pandemic broke out, Nigeria's economy is projected to grow by 2.1% in the year. This means that the pandemic has led to a reduction in growth by more than 5 percentage points, the World Bank report said. And on the international scene, some Nigerians in Indonesia on Thursday attacked the Nigerian embassy in Jakarta, Indonesia, over alleged discrimination and infringement of their rights by Indonesian immigration officials. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Geoffrey Onyema, confirmed the attack in a tweet on his official handle, saying there is no justification for the attack. While lamenting the development, he said efforts are being made to identify those behind the disgraceful incident and punish them accordingly. Absolutely deplorable and disgraceful criminal behavior by Nigerian hooligans who, without justification, attacked the Nigerian embassy in Jakarta, Indonesia. He said every effort will be made to identify them and see that they are severely punished, and described the behavior as totally unacceptable. In videos trending online, some Nigerians were seen attacking the embassy and chanting, "Nigeria is not helping us in this country. We don't have an embassy." That has been the news from Standard Voice Television. To end the news, a quick look at the major headlines. The police in Zamfara State continues inauguration of local government community policing in the state. Today is International Day Against Drug Abuse. The APC-NEC dissolves its NWC set-up caretaker committee. On business, the World Bank has urged Nigerians to brace for the worst recession since the 1980s. And on the international scene, Nigerians in Indonesia decried their treatment in the country. That's the news. On behalf of the production crew, Head of News and Current Affairs Ibrahim Gabatino, I'm Foze Ibrahim. Have a nice day.